Hey there, this is Clay Andrews. I am the world's leading breakup expert for high achievers. And in this video, we're going to be talking about when is it bad to ignore your ex? When should you not apply the no contact rule? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about and get kind of clear about here is that there is a very stark difference between, ignoring your ex, as some of the people out there that you may have encountered before may have advised you, based off of like weird scarcity beliefs and stuff like that. Maybe that's a topic for another video, but there's a very big difference between just kind of ignoring your ex and doing ANC. Okay, we advocate that you do ANC, the active no contact rule. Maybe you have heard about the no contact rule elsewhere on the internet, maybe other videos or websites or something, but really you don't want to really just apply the kind of no contact rule that you've probably heard about, where it's like just ignore your ex for 30 days, magically things will be better, they'll miss you, and you can get back together, right? That's probably what you heard, but we advise you to do the active no contact rule, which is not simply about ignoring your ex in order to elicit a response from them, because that's a little bit kind of mind gamey and not really going to really inspire them to want to get back together with you, because you have to actually do the processes that we talk about inside the active no contact rule that are going to give them a very compelling reason to want to get back together with you, and that is through cultivating the advanced relational skills. Okay, so I wouldn't ignore your ex if you were just thinking that oh, I'm just going to ignore them and do the no contact rule and somehow magic is going to happen and we're going to get back together, right? So don't think that is how it's going to work. I'd recommend that you do the active no contact rule, focus on the advanced relational skills that we talk about in a billion other places, so that I'm not going to go into them too much here. Beyond that, don't think of, really kind of don't do the whole mind game thing. Again, I've kind of alluded to that, but, you really don't want to be kind of viewing this ignoring your ex thing as a mind game that you're going to use to get back together with them, because it really comes from a really bad place that's really not going to set yourself up for success in the long run. Please go ahead and check out the other video on mind games and stuff like that. So don't do that. Think of it as giving both of you time and space to really kind of decompress a little bit so that you can come back together and have a more civil interaction with one another. And, again, use that time to really develop the advanced relational skills so that the two of you can have a better connection with one another, and a better, stronger connection, so that they'll actually want to get back together with you. Beyond that, though, most people probably should be using the active no contact rule. Again, even if you've done some weird version of no contact that you read about somewhere else, I'd still probably recommend that you do active no contact, simply because you are giving yourself the space and time to work on the advanced relational skills. If for some reason you can't really cut contact with your ex because maybe you work with them, maybe you have kids together or whatever, then that's fine. You don't have to use no contact where you just solidly cut contact. You can do what we call active limited contact, where you are still kind of in contact with your ex to the degree that you need to in order for your job or whatever, in order to keep on good terms with a coworker or what have you. But use that time to really work on the advanced relational skills and really focus on those. Okay, just know that it's going to be a little bit harder when you still are in contact with your ex. If you are going to do the limited contact route, you're going to be kind of playing on hard mode. Okay, so if you're up for the challenge, that's fine. But if at all possible, I'd really like to see you playing this sort of game on the easiest mode possible. I'd rather you got your ex back the easy way than the really super hard way, and possibly make some kind of mistake along the way. But again, really focus on the advanced relational skills, really focus on building the quality connection between you and them so that you can get back together by really inspiring them to want to get back together with you, by inspiring them to want to be together with you again, rather than just kind of ignoring them, because that's not really going to give someone a really great reason to be in a relationship with you. Oh yeah, she ignored me, so I might as well be in a relationship with her. That's kind of silly when you really think about it. So give your ex like a really good reason to want to get back together with you, and that is by focusing on the connection between you and them. Okay, so really work on the advanced relational skills to the degree possible. Really use active no contact to work on that, because it's going to make it a little bit easier for you in the long run. If you really need to, do active limited contact, but other than that, do ANC to the degree possible that you can. Okay. If you'd like to learn more about how to get back together with your ex, then please head on over to relationshipinnergame.com. You can go ahead and click on the link down in the description, or just type it into your browser, and just sign up for our newsletter. We will give you help and advice on how to get back together with your ex, so that you can really get back together with them by focusing on the quality of the connection, by working on the advanced relational skills, and all the stuff that we've just only had time to kind of skim over the surface here in this video. But we'll go into that in a lot more detail in the newsletter. So I'll see you over there, okay?